We got 4 of this. That goes to 4 sides and 4 of each. It's done. The first one is done. So we're gonna do the same thing for the second, third, and fourth. Second one, third one, and the fourth one. So this is the sign for the sides. It's right hand side rear. I put it wrong. I put it on the left side front. So I gotta switch it to the back of the passenger rear. So make sure you got the sides right. Number 13. Ratchet. Right hand side rear is done. Passenger side rear. To here. Finally ready. Took about an hour. It's good. It's a good product. Looks like, but the plastic is not good. So I smashed 2 of the washers. So I got one Mawkins roof carrier with cargo bag net, and the other one is just hitch mount cargo carrier with cargo bag. So we're gonna install both on my Toyota Highlander 2022, and then I got Kurt hitch tow. So I'll install this one too. Hopefully I'll get it done properly. Yeah, so the first thing you do is check the product to make sure it's not damaged, and then it's not missing any pieces, parts. And if everything is good, then proceed to installation. So it's got very good instruction how to install it. So we're gonna just follow the instructions, and let's see. So the markings, where it says markings, that's the front side, I guess. And the other part doesn't have anything. So all of this are here. I'll check it out. So it just goes like this, together. Just push it. Same thing with this one. So everything is set. So I'm gonna put the plates, screw the bolts, tighten it up. It's not that heavy. Let's just double check if we have everything that's listed here. So 4 plates, we got 4 plates, fixators, 4 of them, we got 4. Plastic part 4, and M8 175, we got 4, and then 8 of this M6 35. Yep. So we need all 4 plates and all of the bolts to tighten up the joints. They're all over here, so we have to tighten up all the joints connections. So we're good to go. So we just gotta tighten it now. I'm just gonna put everything loose and lift it up, and then I'm going to tighten it up. I got 3 more to go. Second one is good to go. Yeah, it's easier with the ratchet. That's a 10mm, 10mm one. Yep. That's good. Now I do the same thing with the other side. So everything is tightened up. It's ready to be installed. That's the last part, and then we're gonna test how many luggages we can fit over here. So here's my Highlander, ready, rails are ready, cargo carrier is ready.
So we're done with the number 3. I connected all the carrier plates. And now we're going to do number 4, the final step. Which goes on to the roof.
Hopefully I can put it without damage, because I'm doing it myself. and I'll have to put this on top of my car. Alright, so this is how it looks like so far. I haven't tightened that up yet. It's actually not good looking over here. So I'll figure this out. But over here it's so good, like right on rail. And this spot is not symmetrical. So this is on this side and the other one is behind the cover. So this is the final look. I don't like the backside because it doesn't fit, but it's firm and sturdy, so it doesn't move. So I checked it. I'm gonna test it tonight, tomorrow for a week until we leave. For each side, the load is 154, so it's about 300 pounds, I believe. 300, if not 600. If it's like 150, then 600. If it's just like one side 150, then 300. If it's only this side, and the load on this 300, so should be good. It's not loose, it's not moving, so I'll test it tonight to see if it makes noise. So I installed it yesterday. So far is good. I tested on highway also, just local streets. So far it doesn't make any noise. It's a Mach-E, so I believe it was 65 inch cargo basket, so it didn't make any noise. So far it's good without cargo, so I'm gonna test it tomorrow. The problem here is the backside didn't attach properly because it was supposed to go onto the crossbar, but it's actually on the crossbar, but not fully. So it's a little bit side to side, so it's waiting. So I installed this roof cargo basket, and the OEM style, it's actually replica roof crossbars. A little bit problematic because of the covers. It didn't go all the way. You see the gaps, and it did click, but the cargo basket didn't fit properly, and then it got moved a little bit, and then hopefully it's gonna be okay. If not, then I'll have to duct tape it. And it looks good, but there are some gaps, so pretty much on all four. So if you're going to put cargo basket, just make sure it fits properly. I have a problem here. It didn't fit right in between the two bars. So crossbar is actually sitting on the bottom of this bar. Hopefully it would be okay. So I just put it like this because of the air when you drive. The load is going to be on the backside mostly, but the airflow kind of affects the sturdiness, the firmness of the cargo basket and then crossbar. Yeah, so hopefully it'll stay firm and I won't have a problem. I'll test it to DC. It's about 250 miles, so back and forth it would be about 500 miles. So let's see how it's gonna hold up. All right, so now I'm gonna work on my tow hitch, and I'm going to attach markings, tow hitch, cargo basket, foldable one. Let's see how much time it's gonna take. So I got wrench torque because I need it for the bolts that I'm gonna put in there. And let's see, let's unpack the boxes and let's see how much time it's gonna take. So first thing, as usual, we're gonna check if there's any damage, quality control, just to make sure everything is okay and all the parts are in the box. So I just unpacked it, everything looks good. Now we're gonna proceed to the installation. So it's got a nice instructions, pretty straightforward. Over the pictures, pro installation time 30 minutes, novice installation time 60 minutes. Probably it'll take more than that for me because I'm a rookie, man. I'm not pro, so I haven't had experience on working on my cars. So we're gonna need ratchet, torque wrench, 10, 12, 17, and 19 millimeter sockets, and then 16 socket extension, screwdriver, rotary tool, safety glasses. So a drill is required. So it's pretty much straightforward. So with the pictures, so we're gonna follow along the instructions. So let's see. So I just put a little cardboard underneath so I can remove the tabs, the plastic cover. I got a screwdriver and flathead screwdrivers, and then crossbar. So what do we got here? Cross, and then regular plastic tabs. Alright, so let's do it. Now we remove the plastic tabs. I'll have to unscrew the screws right now. Probably I'm gonna use a gun for that. And keep the tabs. Because we're gonna need it when we install it back. Cover it back. Alright, so now all the screws and tabs are out. I'll just have to pull this one out now, and I'll do the same thing on the passenger side. This is the driver's side. And make sure you got safety glasses on because mine was a little bit sandy for some reason. And, that's a little bit inconvenient. I got my ratchet with a 12 millimeter socket. The extension should be good now. I'm gonna unscrew it. You might have a hard time to pull this one off. So yeah, it took me a while because it was so loose it wasn't unscrewing. But it's good. I took it off, so I'll do the same thing. On the right side, I already took off some tabs and unscrewed some screws, so there's only one left. I'm gonna use a 12 millimeter socket for this, and I think the other one was 17. Yeah, it's actually 10 and 17. Now we're going to remove the plastic cover. Everything is removed, so we're gonna remove this, and then unscrew the 17 millimeter. Now I'll have to remove those plugs with a screwdriver. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. This is the driver's side. So now all the plugs are out. I'm gonna put the hitch, tow hitch, and for that, I got a dolly so I can push it inside slowly. I had a surgery and I can't lift heavy stuff, so probably it works out fine with me. Alright, so I'm inside now. This is the toe edge. Everything looks fine. So this is holding up. Alright. Okay, so you can see it here. Everything is on the dolly. I'm not lifting it, so I'm not using any force right now. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the bolt here, the first one, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and tighten up that one. So I got this one in a little bit loose. I'm gonna tighten up a little bit and then move to the other side. So right here, struggling a little bit, but it's okay, it's worth it. So this is how it looks like so far. I'm so happy. So just gotta tighten up the other side, that's all. And now I have to attach this side. And I'm gonna put all the bolts and tighten up with the torque wrench. Alright, so it looks cool. It's right here. Now I'll have to put all the bolts, tighten it up, torque wrench, and then cut the plastic cover according to the instruction, and then we're good to go. And then I'm gonna put the Mach-In's cargo basket. So now one side is done. I haven't screwed it with the torque wrench yet. I'm gonna do the left side, driver's side. Once again, it's a 19mm socket. Alright. Now we're gonna open hitch mount cargo carrier with cargo bag Mach-In's. So my car is ready with my baby. Trip to Washington DC and back, about 500 miles, maybe more than that. Top cargo is ready. All right, so as usual, we check the box and the parts to make sure everything is inside, and it's got instruction. So I'm just gonna follow the instructions to see how much time it's gonna take. Let's see. All right, let's get it installed, assembled, and then installed. All right, so I checked all the parts. They're all here. Everything is here. Nothing is missing, and there's no damage on the parts. So we are good to assemble it. And the instruction is very clear. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this face down and then put the arm on the back of it, and then attach the plates, bolts, and fasten it, and then we're gonna secure to the car, and then we're gonna put the stabilizer. So everything is pretty much clear. So if you don't want to scratch it, you can put cardboard underneath and then flip it face down. So now it's flipped and there's no left or right side of it, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put the arm here and then fasten with the bolts. So if you see the arm on the left side, there's a little gap, and on the right side a little more. So the more side legs go here and fasten it with the bolts. So I'm gonna put everything together first, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fasten it later on at the end. Now all the bolts are on, so we have to tighten them up. You can use their tool, or if you have your own tool, then you can use your own tool. So if you want to use ratchet, it's 70mm socket. Yeah, just don't over tighten it so it doesn't go over this thread. So it's pretty much balanced here, leveled. So everything is tightened up, leveled here, here, It's not over tightened, it's not loose, so everything looks good. There's no damage. And I'm gonna install this plate with these bolts. It's gonna go here to this side. So on the instructions, I believe they forgot to mention the second plate, which goes to here. So I'm gonna install that one too, and over here too. So for that, I'll have to flip this one upside down, so I can access it easier. All right. And again, if you're using ratchet, we're gonna use 13mm socket and then flathead screwdriver, so we can tighten it up while holding the other one. So flathead side goes to the other side like this. This one to the back. So everything is tightened up, but this one is not perfectly aligned, but that's fine. As long as it's tightened up, fastened up, it's not loose, it's not making noise, it's good. So I'll have to do the same thing here with the second plate. So we're gonna connect the huge tube with the bolt and then the lock. It goes right there. So again, if you're gonna use ratchet, it's gonna be 19mm. So we're gonna use there too, and our ratchet to tighten it up. So for the first one goes the nut with the bolt here, and then for the second one goes the lock. The lock is gonna go on the other side. So on the instruction it has a head. So on the instruction it has a head right here, but here it doesn't have, so it's loose. It just goes out like this. So I'm not sure if they sent the wrong one, or it has just a plug here to plug it in, which I doubt, because it's a heavy duty thing, and then if you just put a plug on this, probably just falls off right away. So I got my Kurt tow hitch receiver. Now I'm gonna put this one on here, and then put the stabilizers, a lock, and the plug, and then I'm gonna put the signals on the back stickers. So for this part, so I'll have to purchase maybe the same bolts, same size as this one, because the one they sent me doesn't have any head, so it doesn't hold up here. So probably I'll have to tighten up with that, because I'm not sure if it's dangerous to drive like this. I'll test it as is. So this one is tightened up. Now we're good to mount it. So we're gonna unlock the lock with the key that's provided. Tell us the key, and put it here and mount the cargo basket. So the hole is here lined up. We're gonna put the lock and lock it with the key. So when you open it, just make sure you get used to it, because when you open it, you don't have to push it, so everything's good. But when you lock it, if you lock it like this, it doesn't lock. So you'll have to push this one inside. It has a gap between the threads, and then push it. Oh my goodness. Push it inside, and then it locks. But when you unlock it, you can just push it, and then goes like this. And then when you lock it, you have to push it. You have to push it. When you unlock it, like this. And then when you lock it, you have to push it. Good. It takes some time to get used to it, that's all. So now we're gonna install it here. And then don't forget the plug cover. Just cover it so it doesn't make any noise, because it's got some rubber bands over here, so that it doesn't make noise. I forgot to put this rubber over here, so I have to put in the gain and then switch that to the side, because it has to be on this on two sides so that it doesn't make any noise. So this one should be on the other side so that it doesn't make noise. Okay, so when you so you put it like this, second one here, because when it hits the metal here, it doesn't make noise. This part doesn't have a cushion, so you'll have to cover that up. Hopefully it locks. Should be good. Now it doesn't make noise, you see? A little bit difference. Because rubber kind of doesn't make noise when it's the metal. Okay, should be fine. So it needs probably 2 more rubber bands like this, because it's still making noise if you sit inside, and then when you drive it, it's crazy noisy inside. So probably I'm gonna need to purchase 2 more like this rubber bands, so I can have it installed here to avoid the noise. That's all. Ball.